Hi, so in this video we are going to mark 5 marks question. So your first question is describe the types of unemployment. So take page number 38. Your answer is in page number 38 and 39. Okay, let us see. So here you have unemployment and its types. Okay, so first write what is unemployment. Okay, um, then you can write the types of unemployment, or straight away start types of unemployment. That is cyclical unemployment, seasonal, frictional, educated, um, uh, technical, structural, discussed unemployment. Okay, so cyclical unemployment. So first point is this unemployment exists during the downturn phase of trade cycle in the economy. So this is your first point. And the next point is it is caused by, here from here you can write it. Okay, so it is caused by deficiency of effective demand. That's all. Okay, so you have here from here till here, and it is caused by the deficiency of effective demand. Only 2 points. So next is seasonal unemployment. Seasonal unemployment, so again this type of unemployment occurs during certain seasons of the year. So this is your first point. So your second point is in agriculture. Okay, so in agriculture, here you have in agriculture and agro-based industries like sugar production activities are carried out only in some season. That's all. If you write these 2 points, this is more than enough. Next is frictional unemployment. This you have marked in your 3 marks question. Okay, so frictional till labor. Again your next point is the person till unemployment. Next is educated. Educated is sometimes in the job. Okay, again your second point starts from faulty to this one, educated unemployment in India. And next one is technical unemployment. So technical unemployment starts from modern technology being capital. It starts from here till here, unemployment. Okay, and your next point is labor till unemployment. Next is structural unemployment. So structural starts from here till society here. And next is, for example, from here till, for example, till recorders, etc. Okay, that's all. Next is discussed unemployment. Discussed unemployment occurs when more people are there than what is actually required. So that's all. Only till this is enough. Okay, so next question is, let us see the next question. Next question is critically explain sales laws of market. Okay, so this question is in page number 40, 41 and 42. Okay, so take page number 40. So your next paragraph starts from here. Take page number 40. So first you have to write the definition which was given by say from here. Okay, you all know the definition should be as it is on the book. Okay, according to Sale, and when goods are produced by firms in the economy, they pay reward to the factors of production. Okay, so it's easy only. So ஒரு பொருள் உருவாகும் போது என்னது இந்த ப்ரொடியூசர்ஸ் என்ன பண்ண, இந்த எக்கனாமி அதாவது ஃபர்ம்ஸ் என்ன பண்ணணும், அவங்க வந்து அந்த ஃபேக்டர்ஸ் ஆஃப் ப்ரொடக்ஷன், ஒரு பொருள் உருவாகிறதுக்கு என்னெல்லாம் ஃபேக்டர்ஸ் யூஸ் பண்ணுறோமோ அதுக்கு வந்து தே ஹாவ் டு பே த ரிவார்டு. So the households, after receiving rewards of factors of production, spend the amount on the purchase of goods and service produced by them. So என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க ஹவுஸ் அதாவது ஒரு இண்டிவிஜுவல் பர்சன் அவன் ஒரு வேலை செய்கிறான், அந்த வேலைக்கு பணம் கிடைச்சோன்னே he will spend amount and the amount வந்து வச்சு he will get some goods. Okay, so therefore each product produced in the economy creates demand equal to its own value in the market. So ஒவ்வொரு பொருளும் உருவாகும் போது அதுக்கான டிமாண்டை வந்து என்ன பண்ணிக்குது, அதுவே உருவாக்கிக்குது. ஸோ திஸ் இஸ் யோர் ஃபர்ஸ்ட், you have to write the first definition. And next is criticisms of the Say's law. So because the question is criticism only, okay, so here take the criticism side. Here you have the 6 points. Okay, so you have to write the 6 points. So first point என்னது, supply does not create its demand. Okay ma, அடுத்தது என்னது, it is not applicable where demand does not increase as much as production increases. ஸோ அது வந்து என்னது, it is not applicable, அது வந்து எங்கே applicable இல்லை, where demand does not increase as much as production increase. ப்ரொடக்ஷன் இன்க்ரீஸ் ஆகிற அளவுக்கு டிமாண்ட் இன்க்ரீஸ் ஆகிறது இல்லை, அது ஒரு கிரிட்டிசிசம். ஸோ ஆட்டோமேட்டிக் அட்ஜஸ்ட்மெண்ட் ப்ராசஸ் அப்படின்றது வந்து அன்எம்ப்ளாய்மெண்ட்டை ரிமூவ் பண்ணாது. ஸோ அன்எம்ப்ளாய்மெண்ட் அப்படின்றது எப்படி ரிமூவ் பண்ணுவோம் அப்படின்னா, இன்க்ரீஸ் இன் த ரேட் ஆஃப் இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட். அப்புறம் இங்கே மணி இஸ் நாட் நியூட்ரல், அதாவது இண்டிவிஜுவல்ஸ் வந்து ஹோல்டு மணி ஃபார் அன்ஃபார்சீன் கண்டிஜென்சிஸ் வெல் பிஸ்னஸ்மென் வந்து கீப் கேஷ் ரிசர்வ் ஃபார் ஃபியூச்சர் ஆக்டிவிட்டி. ஸோ வச்சிருக்க காசு எல்லாமே நம்ம என்ன பண்ண மாட்டோம், செலவு பண்ணிட மாட்டோம். ஸோ நெக்ஸ்ட் சேஸ் லாஸ் பேஸ்ட் ஆன் த ப்ரொபோர்ஷன் தட் சப்ளை கிரியேட்ஸ் இட்ஸ் ஓன் டிமாண்ட் அண்ட் தேர் இஸ் நோ ஓவர் ப்ரொடக்ஷன். Okay, next is Keynes regards full employment as a special case because there is underemployment in capitalist economy. Okay, so there is also underemployment. So he gives a special regards to full employment, and the need for state intervention arises in the case of general overproduction and mass unemployment. So this is your second 5 marks question. Let us move on to the third question. So your third question, narrate the equilibrium between ADF and ASF with diagram. So hope you all remember ADF தனியாக பார்த்தோம், ASF தனியாக பார்த்தோம். இப்போ நம்ம என்ன பண்ண போகிறோம், டயக்ராம் பார்த்தோம் இல்லையா, ரெண்டையும் கம்பைன் பண்ணி அதை வந்து வரைய போகிறோம். ஸோ டேக் பேஜ் நம்பர் 43. So this is your answer. Okay, third paragraph answer. So this is your first point. Under the Keynesian theory of employment, simple two sector இருந்து ADF and ASF வரைக்கும் first point. Next point வந்து அடுத்த pointலேருந்து ஆரம்பிக்கும், all. Okay, from there till investment. And next is, it is also assumed that the consumption function is linear and planned investment is autonomous. So 1, 2, 3. So before the diagram you have to draw, write all these. Next, write the heading as diagram, draw this diagram, and now write the explanation for this diagram. So you can see it here, that is, there are two approaches to the determination of the equilibrium level, that is aggregate demand and saving investment. That's all. Okay, just write till this. And next, coming to the diagrammatic explanation. Okay, so diagrammatic explanation starts from here. So in the figure, that or in the diagram or in the above diagram, whatever you prefer, you can write it. The aggregate demand and aggregate supply each equilibrium at the point E. So already we explained you in that previous video. Okay, so this is your first point, and the employment level is second point. The employment level is NO at the point. So diagrammatic explanation, this is the first point and this is the second point. And third point, at ON employment, the aggregate supply is NR to R1. So and the fourth point starts from so the expected. So do one thing, you can so this one, and from but to this one, And next point, to attain this level of profit, entrepreneurs will employ more laborers. So the tendency of employing more labor will stop once they reach at the point E. Okay, at the all levels of employment beyond ON, the aggregate demand curve is below the aggregate supply curve. Okay, so hence they will never employ more than ON labor. Thus effective demand concept becomes a crucial point in determining the equilibrium level of output. Okay, do one thing, you can mark it till ON labor. Okay, then from here to here. Okay, that's all. So this is your third 5-mark question. And next is explain the difference between classical theory and Keynesian theory. Okay, before moving to that question, see, this is very simple question what we mark now. First read out. Okay, with the help of diagram, if you learn, it will be very easy one. Just marking the points, that is, you yourself can write this very simplified. Okay, first be thorough of your diagram, then you can write AS stands first. Write what is x-axis. First point, x-axis stands for employment and the y-axis stands for proceed and cost. Okay, then ON level of already explained. Okay, employment, and at that level what is RN and N1, then how much profit we are earning. Then if it exceeds ONO level of employment, what will happen? Okay, that all that just write simple thing, that is enough. Okay, and next question, explain the difference between classical theory and Keynesian theory. So already you would have written in 3 marks. Okay, 3 marks I told you all to write 5 points. Now you have 13 points here. So 13 points, slow learners can write any 10. Okay, and others other than the slow learners can write the 13 points also. Understand?